SEC MVP of the tournament kind of thing. It's hard to say it's him because he's already. It's like the guy that's going to make the best grade jump is the guy that made 60. The guy that made 90 is not going to have nearly as big a jump. So it'd be somebody that didn't play that much or the whole big. Kenny Williams has really had some good practices. He really has.
Coach, you know Ken Stallings pretty well from your time you spent together. What do you expect from his Pitt team, and how is preparing for them going to be different than preparing for a Jamie Dixon team?
I expect that, they have four major players that played a great deal of time last year and were successful. So they have that experienced talent that I always talk about is what you're going to have. They probably have some questions about their depth, so that he needs them to stay healthy. But they got four players that any coach in our league can take those four guys. Any one of them, 2, 3, or 4. What you expect from Kevin, and I've been with him on the bench for 5 years. He's one of the greatest, particularly on the offensive end, one of the greatest offensive minds in our game. Uses the abilities that the kids have. If it's a shooter, he's going to work extremely hard to get the shooter the shots. If a guy's a rebounder, he's going to try to give him a little advantage to get to the boards and make sure he does that. But he's offensively, especially, he's not bad defensively, but offensively, he just got some of the better ideas. And we still do some things on his own offense that I got from Kevin, 23 years ago.
Coach, a lot of attention around the new and improved locker room. What are your thoughts?
It's a lot nicer. We hadn't done anything in 30 years except put a Band-Aid here and a piece of tape there and a piece of paint there. So it was due, but it's really nice. There's still a lot of little things that got to get touch-ups on, and when it's finished, it'll be something that we'll be very proud of.
The Jordan wall gets a lot of press. Do you have a particular Jordan that's your favorite?
Yeah, my golf shoe that's up there with all the Jordan shoes. Michael's got 30 or 31, and I've got 1, so I like my golf shoe back.
Coach, speaking of golf, how's your game?
Well, I could usually, in a regular off season, I play 14 weeks, and I could usually get 35 to 45 rounds because I played 36 or 45 when I play, and every now and then 54. But 2 years ago I played 16 rounds, I think it was, and so far this year I got 18. So I started playing again August the 11th, and I've sort of put them up by now. But it's just fun for me to get back out there and get a chance to compete myself. I feel like I'm standing on a surfboard still, but it was fun to get back out there.
Coach, you talk about Tony Bradley making strides. He's sort of built like Isaiah Hicks, Bryce Johnson, John Hitson, the long knees and elbows kind of guy. Do you see him following in that mold of those guys?
I'm glad you didn't put Kennedy in there. You would have lost all credibility. A little bit taller than Isaiah, a little taller than Bryce. But no, he's got a basketball body, has some wide shoulders. He's one of those guys, Jonas Ration, our strength and conditioning coach, says you can't mold a pebble. He likes a big rock. Try to move that weight around with a big rock. But Tony is not a big rock, but he's not a pebble either, because he's going to get bigger and stronger and more confident as time goes on.
Have you seen Isaiah sort of take him under his wing? I mean, like you said, you've only got 4 guys really in the front.
Isaiah's not that outgoing. Isaiah says things to him and really tries to help him, but Isaiah's not going to make a show of it and go do it. But everybody on the team is really cheering for Tony because he's just the kind of guy that you like and he's be successful.
Isaiah was asked now with Bryce gone, who's your quote-unquote whipping boy on the team this year? And he said Kennedy, and then he paused and said, but Kennedy's handling it really well. Based on what you said a few minutes ago, is he handling criticism in those moments better now than he has in the past?
Well, it was never just Bryce's dog guys. It was always Bryce and Kennedy both. There's no question. If I was upset 100 occasions, 75 of them were either Bryce or Kennedy. And so Kennedy's not taking over Bryce's share as well, and he's trying to get rid of part of his share. But the last 2 days, I'm telling you, he's 2 days ago was the best practice he's had since his freshman year. And then he got banged up and still came back and tried to do it again yesterday. That was more impressive.
Besides all the things that we're bringing up that are negative about the team, is there anything in particular that kind of keeps you up at night about this team?
Besides the first thing you said?
Just all the things that we're bringing up about this team.
I got you. What keeps me awake at night? My problem is I go to sleep pretty quickly, and then I wake up really quickly, and then I can't go back to sleep at all. So 4.5 a night's about all I get this time of year. But I think it's every day trying to figure out what you can do to help make your team just a little bit better, or what you can do to help each individual be just a little bit better. And I'm an old school guy that I think if we try to get better Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then next week we should be better. If we try to do it again, then next month we should be better. If we do it again, then you're playing your best basketball at the end of the season. And recently we've had some pretty good runs at the end of the year, second half of the conference season. I believe in that philosophy. And so that's what I try to do every day, is just try to figure out, okay, what can we do to get a little bit better today.
Are you able to get in your daily walks right now?
I'm back up to about 2.5 miles. You know, I used to do 3.5 to 5, 6 days a week. And so right now I'm back up to about 2.5, doing it 3 or 4 times a week. Hopefully by the start of the season, I'll be able to go through campus more. Right now, the best walk is either in the concourse if it's raining or something, but the best one's jump in a golf cart, drive over to the track, and then do all the laps on the track because it's level ground. Because the up and down hill stuff's still one thing that bothers me a little bit.